Hey everybody, it's Lavetta from SheBusy Productions, and I'm here to do a much long awaited update for month 24 and 25 at Full Sail University. I have a notebook because I had to write things down. And if you hear laughing, evidently my daughter is watching something hilarious on television, but I absolutely had to get this update done now because before my classes overtake me anymore. I'm looking over I'm sorry, I'm saying, but I'm looking this way because this is where my laptop is, and a lot has happened since I was on here last. So I kind of need to refer back to it. Let's see. Month 24, and yes, I am going to put my grades on the screen somewhere or another in here. This is probably going to be really quick because it's kind of late and I'm filming with the FS100 and it probably looks a little weird. I had to do a green screen review for the class that I'm in now, which is film criticism. So that's why the screen is green behind me, and as you can see, it's wrinkled, but there is a trick. If you light it properly, you won't notice any of the wrinkles. I did have a little bit of a problem with this part right here because that part is like severely wrinkled, and I didn't have the bright idea to use the green screen until like 2 seconds before I shot the video, and I was not getting ready to iron this whole entire thing nor steam it. I just didn't have the care for it. It came out really good. I'll probably add in a small clip of it so you can see it's just this little area right here. I'll add in a clip probably here so that you can see what I was doing. I was doing a review for that film criticism class, and you could only see a little bit of the shading, but it didn't really matter because that part was a cloud and it kind of looked like it was supposed to be that way. But let's see. The class that I was in for month 24 was I believe this, yes, advanced post and story development. I believe that was the last one I probably did for you guys for a review. Let's see here. I'm totally sorry that my head is turned that way, but I have no desire to put a hot laptop on my lap. I'm looking for my last review. Oh yeah, it had to have been the one before that because my last review was May 16th. I'm so sorry, but my last review was May 16th, and this class started May 6th. So that was advanced post and story development, and I can barely remember that class. I ended it with an A+. We had 1, 2, 3, quite a few discussions. I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discussions. There was a final video submission, a picture log professionalism, and the trailer first cut. This is the class. I ended it with a 99.50. This is the class that helps you to put together your demo reel. I think, and you know what, that demo reel was kind of hard for me to do because I'd been shooting footage, but none of it really worked with what I wanted. So I just kind of took a whole bunch of stuff and threw it together, and it ended up working really good. I think that the video is on YouTube because that's the way we submit them to our teachers, but I'm going to probably unlock it and post the link down below. So always make sure you check the description box. That class was I wouldn't say it was easy. It was time consuming, but it really taught you how to put things in order. And that class was May 6th. For month 24, and like I said, I ended that with an A+, and it was advanced post and story development. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the conclusion of my junior year. And I was not ready, starting June 3rd, I went into my senior year. And not only did I go into my senior year, but I had just come off of that other class and like reeling from doing all of this kind of stuff, and I really wasn't prepared. And because I wasn't prepared, it like totally just overwhelmed me a little bit more than what I'm used to. I ended up with 2 classes for the first month of my senior year, and it was this is the refrigerator. Mobility and data management was the first class, and project management and assessment 2. That was the second class. For mobility and data management, I got an A, and product management and assessment 2, I got an A+. Project management and assessment was a lot of reading and getting things together. We did have to submit like this big packet of deliverables for this class. Yeah, I thought that was this one. I got 100% on that. The deliverables were kind of hard. You had to literally come up with anywhere between 45 and 60 storyboards for your thesis project. This is what this class was working on for like your thesis project, and put it all together and literally visualize it in your mind, put it on paper, and then you had to time code it all. And it wasn't hard, it was just very time consuming. And if I can say anything else in life, I'm going to tell you, you must absolutely start ahead on these projects. There is absolutely no way that you could have done the deliverables project in one day unless you didn't have a job and you got up at the crack of dawn and that was the only thing you did all day long. That was the biggest thing we had, was the deliverables. We did have some design location shooting where, we did a couple of exercises, but the deliverables for that class was by far, excuse me, the hardest. Now for mobility and data management, totally kicked my butt. Totally did. And this is what I can say for that one. You're also going to be working on your demo reel more for that class, so make sure you keep all of your footage. We did discussions on backups and how do you do codecs and stuff. And because of this class, it was very, very hard and it kicked my butt. And I'm thankful for the A that I did get. But because of this class, I learned how to do things like make a custom menu for a DVD, how to code things differently for different mediums that you're going to play them in. That was really, really important. And I was thankful that I was very, very thankful that I had, learned those things in that class. It was difficult, but I'm thankful for it. Also, there is a class here, and I'm trying to think. That's it. If you are following behind me, you're just a couple of months behind me, even if you're just 1 month behind me in the digital cinematography Bachelor's of Science degree program. Very important. Month 25, the beginning of your senior year, in the project management and assessment class, for the first week, you will have 4 tests. And this is where a lot of people probably went wrong at. And I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tickle. Every time in every class, whenever we have a test, now this is what I do from the beginning of time. I always, because it's multiple choice, I always write down in a notebook the question and all the answer choices. In every single class, I have done this from the beginning of my school career with Full Sail. And I don't know if I did it in high school because it's been a million years, but I've always done that. And at the end of the school year, at the end of like the first year, I put everything in a big binder. End of the second year, put everything in the binder, and I put dividers and stuff in there. When I got into this class, I found out in the first week, you have 4 tests. And those 4 tests are on things that happened in the 4 classes before. Let me say it again. The 4 tests that you have in the very first week are on what you learned in the 4 classes before. Now, if you're a note taker, wonderful. If you write down the questions, absolutely wonderful. Because a lot of the questions on these 4 tests were almost identical to things from, a test or an assessment in the other classes. The classes that you will have tests on are Advanced Post and Story Development 1, Art Design and Location Shooting, Digital Cinematography 1, and Digital Cinematography 2. I repeat, Advanced Post and Story Development, Art Design and Location Shooting, Digital Cinematography 1, and Digital Cinematography 2. People, keep your notes. You never know when you're going to need them. You're always going to need them. And they're good to refer back to even if you don't have some big old tests on them in the first week of some other class that you weren't prepared for. Always keep your notes. They're very, very helpful and beneficial. And that's why you should always take good notes. If you haven't gotten this far yet, say you're in your sophomore year, from now on, write down every single question, every single answer. And then what I do is I highlight, because I write them all down as I'm reading and I find the answer. I go ahead and I highlight, the little bubble. Then when the test is over, in case I missed any, which has happened, and I didn't approve of it, in case I missed any of them, what I'll do is I'll go back, because after the test is over, expired, like the due date is passed, you can go back and it will show you what you got wrong. When I do that, I go back and I highlight them in a different color to let me know that, this is what you did wrong. So always make sure that you write down the test questions and highlight them. And the more you write it, the more it will stick. That's what I've learned, because a lot of times I can answer the question on a test without even having to look at the notes that I've taken or at the questions that I've written down, simply because I wrote it, I read it, and now it's in there. Always keep your notes, because you're going to have to refer back to them later on. I said it probably quite a few videos ago, maybe even sophomore year. There was something that had slipped my mind, but I knew that I knew it, and I was able to go back to my notes from probably my second class and come up with the answer. Always keep your notes. It's very, very important. You do not ever want to venture into this without it, because what Full Sail does is they teach you the basics and then they build on it. Every single year they build on it more and more, and they will not keep going back over the stuff that you should have learned a while ago, because in their mind you should have learned it. You passed, you should know this. And even though there's so much information going on in your mind, and I have a day job and I have a child and I've got all this stuff I'm doing, and I'm filming weddings and I'm filming services and I'm filming videos and things like that, and just a whole lot of stuff going on. And it's like I knew the answer to some things, but I couldn't quite come up with it, and it was killing me. But what I can say is I was able to flip back and look it over and come up with the answer, and it's just very helpful. I know that, let me see, if you ever are going to need any help with this kind of stuff, don't shy away from inboxing me, because I'm always here to help, and I'll be able to tell you like where to get certain information from, or what, just a heads up where I can tell you how to prepare for certain things. I'm probably going to be doing another Q&A sometime soon, just because I'm getting a lot more questions in the Facebook page inbox asking me different things about school. There's been quite a few people who have signed up for school just because, they have been watching the videos, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Let me see here. I'm going to attempt to give a shout out. Let's see how this works. I happen to get on Facebook just to get this information, and I see that my little brother has been promoted to corporal. Congratulations. We got a corporal in the family. That's awesome. Hey, I got a new notification. Let me see. Morgan Earl. Earle. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He hit me up on Facebook a while ago to ask me a few questions about the school, and he said that he has enrolled. Very proud of you. Very, very proud. It's tough, but you know what? You can totally do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And I've told people before who have inboxed me on YouTube, or left comments and saying, well, I'm older and I'm like 30. What do I do? And I'm like, honey, I'm older than you are, and if I can do it, trust me, you can do it. It's difficult, but it's so fulfilling to just go ahead and jump in. And I've told you guys before that I graduate in February of 2014, and that's just totally quickly approaching, and I was like stunned when I found out about it. But I'm kind of excited to see what the next portion of my life is going to be like. I'm also going to go right back for my master's in entertainment business, because I want to be able to do a lot more with the company than just shoot films and documentaries and videos and weddings and babies' births and things like that. I want to be able to do a lot more with it, and I'm striving to do a lot for the betterment of my family, and those who are to come after me. I want to make my name great. Even if I don't grow up to be Oprah, I need to grow up to be, I want to be the best Lavetta I can be one day. One day, hopefully, the world will know me by my name as well. I'm doing a lot of finishing touches for the documentary Defining TT. That's still in the works. I have a guy working on, I can't think of his name right now, and I'm so upset. He's doing the film score for me. So that's going into post, and it's going to be out. I had hoped it would be out like a month ago, but I'm telling you, with these classes, I was just bombarded and I could not work on anything but that. My trailer is still coming along. It's over there. It's still coming along. I have a lot of remodeling to do. We're going to put in the bathroom soon. So everything is really, really working good. I've been taping some daily vlogs. Haven't had time to edit them, but they will be up shortly. Let's see, what else can I do for you? Okay, that's probably pretty much it because it's pushing 10 o'clock. And as most of you know, I get up at 4, between 4 and 4:30, so that's a bit of a stretch. But I definitely needed to get this video out today because I've been missing you guys, and I've been, meaning to update you on what's going on. And I know somebody's getting ready to go into these classes and needed to know that information. The very first week of, what was that, project something or other? The very first week of, hold on, I wrote it down, a project management and assessment 2. You are going to need to know all the information from your last 4 classes. Trust me, it's a killer, but I did it, and you can do it too. If you have any questions, don't forget to inbox me. Oh, fly, gross. Don't forget to, and I'm not editing that out. I ain't doing it. It's too late. If you have any questions, don't forget to inbox me here on the Facebook fan page. Don't forget to like it. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is pretty random, but that's just what I do. Right now, I am filming using my ring light. If you can see it. Remember, I did that in a DIY a while ago. So yeah, I'm still using it. It still works. It's wonderful. If I would position my lights different, you could probably see it better. But I left it the exact same way it was when I did the green screen, except I had a light here shining on this side of my face that I just didn't feel like being bothered with right now. But I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. If you have any questions, don't forget to inbox me. I'm always around. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, friend me, do whatever you got to do. I'm here to help you if you're having any struggles in the same degree department. If you need some advice on time management, I'm always here to help. And an additional shout out to Candy from Sweet Addictions TV. I have been following her forever. If you don't know who she is, you need to get into Sweet Addictions TV. She just gave me a shout out on her last video, and she called me SheBusy Productions. I am at close enough. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. You have a great night, and I will see you in the next video, which hopefully won't be too long. Bye.
She busy.